Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who do not know, the Ecomi team published an article and announced their Omi utility program at the end of November. Some of you would already have heard of this, and Omi staking was one of the things that was within this article, and you can actually read it here, all the staking tiers and how this would work. But the question is, right, is this for everybody? Is this a good thing for the Omi token, etc.? I'm going to explain this all in this video, so make sure you stick around till the end. And especially as, let's be honest, a lot of people, you maybe heard of staking but don't actually know what it is and the pros, the cons, etc. So I'm going to explain that all, but before I do that, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember guys, nothing that you've seen in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all our recent updates, news updates, technical updates and much more. Now, firstly, what is staking, right? Staking this is how it works, right? Sorry, let me explain what staking is first. So like a lot of things in crypto, staking can be a complicated idea or simple one depending on how many levels of understanding you want to unlock. But we're going to keep it simple, obviously, in this video. For a lot of traders and investors, knowing that staking is a way of earning rewards for holding certain cryptocurrencies is the key takeaway. But even if you're just looking to earn some staking rewards, it's useful to understand at least a little bit about how and why the way it works. Basically, why would the Omi team give you these kind of rewards? Why would, what's the incentive for them to do this? Why do they have tiers, etc., right? So how does it work? If a cryptocurrency you own allows staking, current options, forget that we don't need to read that, you can stake some of your holdings and earn a percentage rate of rewards over time. This usually happens via a staking pool, which you can think of as being similar to an interest-bearing savings account. So many of you guys that may be still wondering, well, okay, makes sense, but what would be the comparison here? Let's say you've got a savings account in your bank, you've got your regular account, your check-ins account, and then you obviously have your, your savings account, an ISA or something of this nature, and they will give you a percentage, pay you a percentage based on how much you have on this account, right? And typically the banks will give you, let's say at the moment, like 0.1%. It's nothing exciting, but at least you earn something on your capital just for holding it, right? And obviously, maybe you get something incredible like 1%, which, you'd be hard pressed to find, right? But the point is, you're paid for holding that capital in that, that savings account, which is similar here, right? You're paid for staking or you're given rewards for holding that cryptocurrency, right? The reason your crypto earns rewards while staked is because the blockchain puts it to work, right? So that's what's happening when you're staking when we will be staking with Omi, right? They're basically, the blockchain will be basically putting your capital to work. Cryptocurrencies that allow staking use a consensus mechanism called proof of stake, which is the way they ensure that all transactions are verified and secured without a bank or payment processor in the middle. Your crypto, if you choose to stake it, becomes part of that process, right? So you're basically helping improve the overall, system whilst doing this. So I guess that's one reason to maybe stake your coins, but let's get deeper than this, right? Okay, we're not going to get into this. What is proof of stake? Okay, so we're going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages, and then I'm going to relate it to Omi and some of the things that you guys must watch out for and how this could potentially affect the actual Omi coin as well as in its overall value, right? So what are the advantages of staking? Many long-term crypto holders look at staking as a way of making their assets work for them by generating rewards rather than collecting dust in their crypto wallets. And to be honest with you guys, and that's going to lead me on to my next point when I talk about who should actually be staking, right? Staking has added benefits of contributing to the security and efficiency of the blockchain projects you support. By staking some of your funds, you make the blockchain more resistant to attacks and strengthen its ability to process transactions. Some projects also award governance tokens to staking participants, which give holders a say in future changes and upgrades to protocols, right? So that's something else to add on. And another advantage I would add for Omi in particular is you're actually removing coins from out of circulations, which, if done in mass, basically increase or should increase the overall value of the actual coin itself. So for example, the circulating supply of Omi is currently $250 billion, which is huge, right? Yes, we know we have Omi burn, etc., but we also need staking for this particular coin because we need to remove coins out of circulation, right? This is going to be one of the fastest ways that we can increase the Omi price, right? As well as other fundamental data that can help do this, exchange listings, etc. But this is very important for a project like Omi. And I feel like with the type of community we have, this could really take the Omi coin to the next level, and I'm sure the the Ecomi team understand this as well. Now, what are some of the staking risks, right? So remember, guys, with pros there also are some cons, right? So staking often requires a lockup or vesting period. What does this mean, right? So when we go back to this article, which I suggest you all look at, Ecomi Omi are going to have tiers. They're going to have staking tiers, right? Now, the minimum lockup period will be 30 days, and this is tier 1. What does that mean? That means essentially you will not be able to move or sell your Omi within that 30 days, right? There's no going back once locked up, right? Which means, and I'm going to explain what that means shortly. Also, tier 2, 60-day lockup period, which means once you lock this up, it will be locked up for 60 days. There's no going back. And then tier 3 is 90 days. Now, of course, vesting period where your crypto can be transferred. Yep. This can be a drawback as you won't be able to trade staked tokens during this period, even if price shifts, right? So what this means, guys, is let's say Omi let's say $1, right? Within, let's say 30 days, or let's just say 90 days. So let's say let's say 89 days, Omi, went to $1 per coin, right? You essentially would not be able to cash out, right? You're locked in. You would have to wait until your lockup period is done to sell your coins, which means, let's say Omi hits at $1 and then decides to crash all the way back down. Because your coins were locked up, you are unable to sell at your desired price. And of course, same thing goes the other way. Let's say price is, you lock up when price is doing extremely well, right? But all of a sudden, price starts to go down and you want to cash out. You're not able to because your coins are locked up. So this is some of the cons of staking. So please keep this in mind, and that's why I'm going to move on to who should actually be staking in a second, right? So how do I start staking, right? So we'll go into this another time, but for now, guys, those are some of the pros and cons. So let's talk about who should actually be staking, and it depends on your time frame, right? If you're an intraday trader, let's say you're a scalper, etc., and you're in and out the market, or maybe you want to exit the market very fast, and you're just in Omi for a nice pump and you want to cash out, then staking might not be for you, because of course you want to take advantage of Omi and sell it at the highest price possible, right? And if you have your coins locked up, then this may detract from that objective or that desired outcome or goal that you have. If you're in Omi for the medium term, so let's say you're only in this for 6 months, maybe a year, then of course, maybe 60-day staking tier 2 may not be for you, right? So even if you do have over $5 million worth of $5,000 worth of Omi, you still may not want to stake, right, for the 60 days and may just stick to 30 days. Why? Because you're in it for, it's still relatively short term, right? Anything can happen within that year. Your goal is to exit whilst the price is at the best possible area. So therefore, staking for 30 days allows you to maybe exit at your desired time, right? So that was an important takeaway from this actual video, right? Just because you have over 5,000, it may not be best to lock up for 60 days or 90 days because you don't want to be in the market for that long. Now, if you're in this for the long term and you're holding over a year, or even let's say a year, right? Over a year, etc. Then of course, staking is going to be perfect for you because no matter what happens with price, you don't envision selling in the foreseeable future anyway, right? So you're planning to hold for the long term. So it doesn't matter whether you lock your Omi up for 60 days, 90 days, etc. because you are holding this project for the long term. Now, obviously, there is still a caveat to that. If Omi hits $1, I'm sure even if you're a long-term holder, many of you would want to cash out at least a small percentage of your holdings, right? So that could be a disadvantage there. But just as a strategy that I use for some of my tokens is I will never stake all of my tokens, right? I'll only stake a percentage. I'll leave some just in the wallet, just in case, right? Just in case the market, rockets to an extreme level and I want to take some profits, right? So that's how you can get around that. So just to conclude this video, well done for making it this far. If you did, just learning the differences between the tiers, and that just because you have, you are an Omi millionaire doesn't mean, or Obi-Wan Kenobi does not mean necessarily locking up for 60 days will be for you, or 90 days will be for you, right? And I would like to say, guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, nothing that you saw in this video was financial advice. Remember to pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. And also, guys, if you want to be a part of our premium community where we're taking, our members from where you are to over 6 figures minimum by March, I suggest you join Crypto Crew Premium today. Link in the description. You absolutely have nothing to lose and everything to gain. With that being said, guys, Omi to the moon. And with that being said, seize the day.